Hi, good evening. We'll be starting in a minute. Hi, good evening. So we'll be focusing on questions of escalators and boats and streams. Theory wise, we are done with all of TSD. In arithmetic, only one topic remains after this, that is time and work. We'll be covering that probably in 3 sessions. If more is needed, we'll add. So once arithmetic is over, in terms of syllabus by weightage, weightage means number of questions in CAD, a little over 30% of your quant syllabus is over. QA syllabus is over with end of arithmetic, a little over 30%. Since last 2 years, there has been more algebra and lesser arithmetic. So let us start. A question on the screen, take 2 minutes, read and answer. Two boats start towards each other at different speeds from the parallel and opposite banks of a lake. When they pass each other for the first time, they are 500 meters from one of the banks. After the first meeting, they continue to move towards the opposite banks. Once they reach opposite banks, they turn around and move towards each other once again. When they pass each other second time, they are 300 meters from the other bank. Find the ratio of speeds of these two boats. I might also ask you, what is the distance between the two banks? What is the distance between two banks? So two parts. One, find speed ratio. Two, the distance between two banks of the lake. Give it a shot. What you are seeing is a very old pattern-based question. Language can be modified to any degree. How has the question been framed? There is a lake. In a lake, you know that the movement of water will not matter. It is not flowing. It does not have a speed in a particular direction. There are two boats on the opposite ends of the lake. So let us say this is the place where this is end A, this is end B. They move towards each other. They meet 500 meters from one of the ends, one of the banks. It does not say which one. So I can assume one of the banks is, in this case, B. After they meet, they continue their journey and they meet second time 300 meters from the other bank, other bank. So from here, this is the first meeting point, and from here, this is the second meeting point, 300 meters away from A. Two questions can be framed here. One is find the, let us call these boats X and Y. Find speed of X upon speed of Y. That could be a question. Another question could be find the distance between AB. Why did I call it a pattern based question? Once I derive the result for you, you will get to see the result very easily. The distance is always given in this manner. First time it is from one of the sides, and second time it is from the other side. So how does the derivation go? One thing is clear. They start moving towards each other at the same time and they continue to go around. So the total time given to boat X and total time given to boat Y will be same. If the time is same at any given instant, their speeds will represent their distances, or their distances will represent their speeds, because time is same, speed and distance become proportional. Let us assume the total distance from here to here is D. Distance is D. This X person, when that person travels and meets here, how much has that person traveled? D minus 500. How much has Y traveled? Y has traveled 500. That is the speed ratio of X and Y. Now please understand, when they meet second time, I'm focusing on X right now. This is the AB line. This is the AB line redrawn. They meet second time here. Can I say if X went to B and came back full, complete to A, distance traveled would have been 2D. X went to B and then returned back full, complete to the end A. It should be 2D. But how much less was he, or how much before that journey was he stopped? 300 meters. Talking about Y. How much has Y traveled? Do you realize? If Y started from here and is meeting other person 300 meters. So Y must have traveled how much? Y must have traveled D plus 300. Now I can assure you, many people who will reach here will cross multiply. Don't do that. I have trained you better on better methods. Forget the left hand side right now. Can I say, if I add this in the numerator, the ratio will not change. Componendo dividendo I'm applying. When you add or when you do something on the left side, it will reflect on the right side. I'm taking this above and adding it. So it will become D minus 500 plus 500. I did not change denominator. Whatever you do on the left side must appear on right side as well. 2D minus 300 plus D plus 300 upon D plus 300. Now observe the pattern. 500, 500 cancelled, 300, 300 cancelled. So what do we have? We have D upon 500 is equal to 3D upon D plus 300. Cancelled, cancelled. So now I'll cross multiply. D plus 300 is equal to 500 into 3. D is equal to 1500 minus 300. So take your time, copy this down. The distance between the 2 points is 1200 meters. If the distance is 1200 meters, you can put that value here, or you can put it on the right side. You will have speed ratio as well. Speed of X and speed of Y. When 700 is 1200 is put here, it will be 700 by 500, 7 by 5. That is your final answer for both questions here. So take your time, copy this down. I'll explain some part of this again. Okay, I'll just move away from the, let's just stop the camera recording. Yeah. Here. Copy this down and look at that pattern. It will always end in the similar result. And this is the result. In such questions, if I call this the first meeting point distance as D1, this one is D1 from one side, and this is D2 from other side. Distance total is always 3D1 minus D2. Always, always it will be in this manner. So what you are seeing on the screen is the complete derivation of that result. Comment done. Sure. Give it a try. A question on escalators. Anil is going up the escalator. It takes 90 seconds to walk up the escalator, which is moving upwards. So Anil and escalator both are moving upwards. And 150 seconds to walk up the escalator, moving downwards. So Anil is still trying to go up, but the escalator is moving down. Assuming it is the same escalator, calculate the time taken by Anil to climb the escalator, which is stationary. It is no longer moving. Try. I feel when it comes to escalators, you should try to work with number of steps. You can also convert the speed of person, speed of escalator into steps per second. Comment answers. So here I'm imagining or assuming for Anil, the speed is a number of steps per second. And then there is escalator. What is the speed for escalator? B number of steps per second. Now what is going on here? What is happening here? That it takes 90 seconds when escalator and Anil are going in same direction. When people go in same direction as the water or as the escalator, their speeds are added. Anil will take A steps, escalator will take B steps, and their direction is same, so speed will be added. Speed into time is equal to total number of steps. Now, in the second case, Anil is trying to go up, but the escalator brings him down. So speeds will be subtracted. Speed into time is equal to still the same number n. Leave it there. Don't manipulate it. I'm rewriting this. If I rewrite and cancel 30, this becomes a plus b into 3 is equal to a minus b into 5. Rearrange that. This will become 3a. This will become 5a. You transfer on the right side 2a. This will be 3a and this 5 will go on the opposite side. It will become 8b. Cancelled. 4b is equal to a. So speed of Anil is 4 times the speed of escalator. Now I will use this information and I will put it any one of the forms, either first one or second. It makes no difference. How many steps are there? N is equal to, it will be a plus a by 4 into 90. So decimal aega, I can see that n is equal to 5a upon 4 into 90. What is your job? You want to find out when it is stationary. When the escalator is stationary, the speed will be considered 0. So what will happen is, let us say there are n number of steps. There are n number of steps. Who is trying to climb? Anil. So what will matter is speed of Anil. So distance upon speed is equal to time. So this A I will bring down here. So this is 450 upon 4, which is 112.5 seconds will be needed for Anil to climb a stopped escalator. When the escalator is not working, it is stopped. Anil will need 112.5 seconds. Try to convert speeds, time, everything, distance in form of steps. I started this whole solution with one simple assumption Anil has a speed of A steps per second. Escalator has a speed of B steps per second. When they go in same direction, speeds are added. This is not relative speed. This is boats and escalators. When they go in opposite direction, they are opposing each other, speeds are subtracted. Can you guys calculate this for me? Calculate this for me. Give me answer for this. 0, 0 cancelled. 3 into 8, 3 into 30, 2 into 4, 2 into 15. So 225 by 4. I remember half and double hota tha ye. So somehow this formula is derived that the time required for Anil to cross a stationary escalator will be a harmonic mean double ag ऊपर 2ab into a plus b. But ये इतना specific याद करना makes little sense. 2ab by a plus b. Twice of time taken in the first case, same direction, opposite direction divided by addition of both. But ये फालतू की derivation, don't go for this. Learn the full solution. Comment done once you understand this, once you have copied this down. Comment done. Moving on. Amar and Akbar are climbing on a moving escalators or climbing on a moving escalator that is going up. Amar takes 50 steps to reach the top, but Akbar takes 56 steps to reach the top. For every 5 steps that Amar takes, Akbar takes 7 steps. Calculate the total number of steps on the escalator. Total number of steps on the escalator. How many total steps are there on the escalator? Their individual count is given. Notice speeds are not given. Notice the total time is also not given. So how do you convert everything into steps? Take 2-3 minutes, give it a try. Again, I'm telling you, escalators, 9 out of 10 questions can be solved if you convert it into steps. They are what? They are climbing. They are climbing a escalator that is going up. So escalator is going up and these guys also are going up. They are climbing it. So when Amar starts his journey, when Amar travels on the escalator, these are his steps. These are Amar's step. We do not know how many does escalator take. When Akbar starts his journey, his steps are 56. We do not know how many does the escalator take. For every 5 steps that Amar takes, Akbar takes 7. So here is a very important hint. This hint is telling you in the time t, if Amar takes 5 steps, Akbar will take 7 steps in the time t. In the time t. Now, because I already have a step ratio here, there's a comparison of Amar Akbar. Dhyan sunna. Why can't I have escalator also in the same ratio? I am imagining when Amar takes 5 steps, Akbar will take 7. In the same time, escalator will take X. By assuming this, you have brought down this question to 3 steps. देखो कैसे? When I focus on Amar's journey, what is comparison of Amar and the escalator? Escalator and Amar, the ratio is 5:X. Akbar बाद में अभी Amar and escalator 5 and X. So do you see in the same time Amar takes 5 steps. I want it to be 50. If you want it to be 50, you are making it 10 times. तो ये भी तो 10 times होगा ना. This will match with what? This will match with what? Akbar and escalator. What is the ratio? 7/X. Akbar 7 steps chalega to escalator ko X chalna padega. Now how much is Akbar actually traveling? 56. So how do you convert that in 56? 8 times. Escalator will travel 8x. ये दोनों ही steps किसके बराबर हैं? Total के बराबर. And your job is done. A comparison is given to you between Amar and Akbar. That means in the same time Amar travels 5 steps, Akbar will travel 7 steps. तो लगे हाथ हमने ये assume कर लिया escalator will travel x. So now if you solve, you transfer this on right side, it becomes 6. You transfer this 8 on the left, it becomes 2x. X becomes 3. वो 3 को आप इधर पुट करो और you put that 3 here, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. It will be same answer. So total number of steps on the escalator are 50 plus 10 into 3, 80. Everything comes down to 3 steps. Confirm, done. This is the most common pattern for escalator questions. If you come across 10 questions, you will find minimum 6 or 7 can be solved through this. 6 to 7 बड़े आराम से ऐसे बनेंगे. You have to simply bring in the value for escalator steps. You are looking at an actual CAT question now, a very old CAT question. Try. Shyam and Vyom. Shyam and Vyom walk up an escalator, which is a moving stairway. The stairway moves at constant speed. Shyam takes 3 steps for 2 of the Vyom's steps. Shyam gets to top of the escalator after having taken 25 steps, while Vyom, because his slower pace lets the escalator do a little more of the work, takes only 20 steps to reach the top. If escalator were turned off, how many steps would it take to walk up? So basically you're asking for how many total steps are there. Steps total, n total. And you match this question and this question are almost identical. Here there is less language, here there is more language. This is useless. If you are traveling slower on escalator, obviously escalator will have to travel more to take you to top. One of the key parts of the information is this. Shyam takes 3 steps when Vyom takes 2 steps. Shyam and Vyom steps are 3 and 2. If I assume escalator takes X number of steps in the same amount of time. Now, what is the first hint? Here, Shyam takes 25 steps to reach top. So I am going to compare Shyam and escalator. This is 3, this is X. This is 1, this is X by 3. Please pay attention to the rearrangement of these numbers, rearranging of these values. X by 3. Now what do we need? We want it to be 25 steps. को 25 multiply कर डाला 25. ये क्या हो जाएगा? 25x by 3. While if I focus on Vyom and escalator, ये बार बार लिखना नहीं. You can do it from here by observing. This is 2, then this is x. इसको क्या बनाना है मुझे? Vyom का 20. If I make it 10 times, I will have to make this also 10 times. Total steps are n. Solve, your job is done. को खत्म कर लिया. Answers are ready now. I'll transfer this 20 on the opposite side. It will become 5. I'll transfer this on the right side. It will become, please observe, 10 minus 25 by 3 x. ये 30 हो जाएगा. तो 5 by 3 x. ये cancel. X is equal to 3. X is equal to 3. Put 3 here or you put 3 here. कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. Number of steps is equal to 20 plus 10 into 3, 50. Confirmation for this. Everyone confirm? A woman walking down a downward moving escalator steps down 10 steps to reach bottom. Just as she reaches the bottom of the escalator, a sale commences on the floor above. She runs back up the downward moving escalator at a speed 4 times at which she walked down. She covers 20 steps to reach the top. How many steps are visible on the escalator when it is switched off? So while solving this, you might come across a decimal value. That is okay, the way the question has been framed. Try. So a lot of things going on in the story here. Woman is moving down, walking down. The escalator is walk or moving down in 10 steps. Once she reaches the bottom of the escalator, once the woman reaches the bottom of the escalator, she hears a sale has started at the top. And now she runs. Now she runs. At what speed? At 4 times the speed. Escalator is still moving down. Escalator is still moving down. The woman is running up. The woman is running up here. Please pay attention to this. And this time she completes the journey in 20 steps. How many steps are visible when escalator is switched off? By any standards, this is not an easy problem. So let me start this question again with a similar assumption. क्योंकि 10 steps given है, 10 steps are given. Please observe how I am assuming. In the time t, the woman takes 10 steps. I am assuming in the same time the escalator should take X steps. In the first case, they are both coming down. So the direction is same. So I can say 10 plus X is equal to N. This is N. Now be very careful. In the second case, woman is trying to go up and the escalator is trying to come down. Escalator is moving downwards. How is she traveling? Listen to the language. How is she traveling? She is traveling at 4 times of the speed. 4 times of the speed. How many steps has she taken? 20 steps. I want you to focus on this number and this number. In the same time t, listen to this. If the time was same, and I make speed of the woman 4 times, this will not change. Understand? Why should this change? Escalator speed will change hoga. So if the time was same and if I make the speed of woman 4 times, can I say she should have traveled? Listen to the language. She should have traveled 40 steps. अगर टाइम सेम होता और आप स्पीड को 4 गुना कर देते, if the time was same and you made the speed 4 times, she should have traveled 40 steps and escalator should have traveled X. Time तो same है ना, you are not changing escalator का speed. So in same time t, escalator should have traveled X. But is she traveling 40 steps? No, she is traveling 20, क्योंकि आप इनकी जर्नी को हाफ कर रहे हो, एस्केलेटर का भी हाफ हो जाएगा. They are opposing each other and that is equal to n. इसको मूव अराउंड करो, डेसिमल आएगा. द वे क्वेश्चन हैज बीन फ्रेम्ड, देयर इज स्मॉल इशू विद दैट. ये 10 इधर आ जाएगा, ये x/2 इधर चला जाएगा. X is equal to 20/3, 6.66. So total number of steps will be 10 plus 6.66, which is 16.66 steps. So in CAT, there will be better framed values. I presume that. यहाँ मुझे आपको क्या सिखाना था? What was I trying to show you guys? मैंने आपसे कहा everything about escalator should be turned into steps. But notice this: if I keep the time same and I say woman has made a speed 4 times, in the same time woman will travel 40. Escalator का speed is not changing, it will remain X. In the time t, woman का speed 4 गुना हो गया, escalator will remain X. But she is not traveling 40 steps, she is traveling only 20 steps. So rearrange this, equate this, your answer is ready in 2 steps. Let me know once you understand this. Confirmation on this, confirm done. Try this. This already we have solved in a different manner. Very easy question. Skip करते हैं इसको. There's a 200-meter pool. They meet for the first time here. जब faster वाला वहां होगा, very slower. ये we have solved maybe 3 times by now. Try this. Weird looking answer options. अभी speed भी कभी root over में होता है क्या? Try this. A man travels by a motor boat down a river to his office and back. So basically, that is the situation right now in Mumbai and Bangalore, and in Gurugram as well. So the man travels to his office and back by boat. The roads are rivers now. With the speed of river unchanged, if he doubles the speed of his motorboat, then his travel time will get reduced by 75%. There's a difference. Reduced to 75% and reduced by 75% are different things. The ratio of original speed of the motorboat to the speed of the water is. थोड़ा समझना है इस बात को. The journey is not one way. The person has to go from home to office and then come back. वापस आना है. And that time changes or decreases by 75%. Something that decreases by 75%, it becomes 25%. You decrease something by 75%, you achieve 25%. So here we do not know the distance between his home and office. Distance, let us say, is D. In one case, the boat is being opposed by water. In other case, boat is being supported by water. This is the time taken, normally speaking. Next day, the distance did not change, does not change. He doubles the speed of the motorboat, doubles the speed of motorboat. That is 2b and 2b. In one direction, water will oppose. In other direction, the water will support. So what we need to do here is we need to apply that 25% factor. The time gets reduced by 75%. This is the original time. This is reduced by 75%. So it becomes 25%. 25% is 1 by 4. 25% is 1 by 4. All I have to do now is solve this, and out of this find the value of B upon W question mark. So now we have done this several times by now. See, D is common. D will be common and cancelled. This will go in the numerator. This will go in the numerator. They will be added. So you will have 2B. This will go above and this will go above and they will be added. So when you add, you will have 4B. What will happen to denominator? The denominator, please look at this, is of the form x plus y into x minus y. It will turn into x square minus y square, b square minus w square. When you square this, it will be 4b square minus w square. What is missing? 1 by 4. Now this is cancelled one time, this is cancelled two times. Cross multiply this, cross multiply the denominator. 4 into 2, 8. So please observe what happens to the right side. 8b square minus 8w square. What happens to left side? 4b square minus w square. Rearrange, ये इधर आ जाएगा. That is 4b square. Rearrange, इधर आ जाएगा. Minus 8 becomes plus 7w square. What do you want? You want boat upon water. Original speed of boat upon water. तो ये water नीचे आएगा बेटा, ये नीचे आएगा. 4 will come on this side, so you will have 7 by 4 is equal to b square by w square. So what is the answer? Square root को इधर ले आओ. Now you observe, this is the fourth question, maybe third question of similar kind we have solved. Two-way journey हो रही है. Two-way journey is happening on stream. Water is helping on one side, water is opposing on other side. फिर what we do? Then what we have done? एक तरफ से the speed has been doubled, so time becomes 1 by 4. This is the third or fourth question of similar type. Denominators नीचे square बन जाएगा. Look at the numerator, what is getting cancelled, what is remaining. Guys, confirmation on this? Good. Try this. Well, now this is not boats and streams or escalators, but this is a recent year question from CAT. Observe and try. Arun drove from home to his hostel at 60 miles per hour. While returning home, he drove half the way along the same route at a speed of 25 miles per hour, and then he took a bypass road which increased the driving distance by 5 miles but allowed him to drive at 50 miles per hour along this bypass road. His return journey took 30 minutes more than his onward journey. The total distance traveled by him is. So when I listen to such kind of language in CAT, a person goes forward in one go 60 60 miles per hour, not to worry about the units. Second time when he returns, he is traveling half of the way on the same road. Then he takes a new route. So it is half of the distance you do not know. It is half of the journey plus 5 miles. Speeds are different. 60 miles per hour, 25 miles per hour, not kilometers, miles per hour, and 50 miles per hour. So what happens now? His journey has taken half an hour more while returning. the journey takes half an hour more. A lot of people start equation and start calculating. Let me show you observation. If this distance was x, this distance will also be x, this will be x, and this will be x plus 5. The question is, what is the total distance traveled by this individual? So the total distance will be 4x plus 5. I do not know, I am not sure of this कि ये integer है या नहीं है. But अगर ये integer है, if this is integer, 4x is an integer, this is the only option that looks like that. 4 into 15 plus 5. So I will check this. If this is CAT exam and I'm in a hurry, I'm trying to solve the question faster. So I'll say 15 and 15. That means 30 miles traveled at 60 miles per hour. Leave it there. Now while returning, 15 miles traveled for 25 miles. 15 plus 5, 20 miles traveled on the speed of 50 miles. Now the journey return, this is the return journey. It will take how much time more? Half an hour more. I have to only confirm are these two equal. देखो इनका एलसीएम ले लिया 60, तो ऊपर आ गया 30 plus 30 60, तो लेफ्ट हैंड साइड इज 1 hour. क्या राइट साइड में 1 hour है? What is the LCM of both? LCM is 50. ऊपर डबल कर दिया 30, 30 plus 20, 50. Is that also 1 hour? Absolutely. That is my answer. So if this is CAT exam, I'm in a hurry, or even if it is not a CAT exam, you need to maintain speed in other exams also. He is dividing journey in two parts. So जाते time 2x, returning 2x. आते time extra 5 miles. So 2x plus 2x plus 5 miles. The answer should look like, the answer must look like 4x plus 5. And if it is an integer, we do not know if it is an integer, but agar wo integer hai, if it is an integer, there's only one option that looks like it. हमने check कर लिया. अगर check नहीं करना होता, I will start in this manner. Distance upon 60 plus half is equal to distance upon 2 divided by 25 plus distance upon 2 plus 5 divided by 50. कुछ गलत नहीं है. You can solve this also. Answer आएगा, answer match करेगा. Answer will definitely match. This is d by 2 plus 5. Not d is your answer. Distance d is your answer. So by assuming the distance as x plus x plus x plus x plus 5, you bring down this question by a couple of minutes. अगर ये 3 मिनट का सवाल था, तो you bring it down to 2 minutes, 1.5 minutes. LCM लेना बेटा हमने. We took LCM here. ये 60 और 2. When we take LCM क्या हो जाएगा? नीचे 60 और ऊपर 30 plus 30 हो जाएगा ना when we take LCM. या इसको कैंसिल कर दो ना बेटा. This is 1 by 2, 1 by 2. 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 is 1. ऐसा कर लो. Break it down. यहाँ भी कैंसिल कर लो अगर आपको चाहिए तो. This is 3 by 5. This is 2 by 5. 3 by 5 plus 2 by 5 is 5 by 5. Simplify कर दो. LCM लेना तो. Moving on. भाई जेम्स बॉन्ड का सवाल है, बी केयरफुल. James Bond jumps from a bridge over a canal, swims 2 kilometers upstream. At this moment, passes a floating log. He continues swimming for another hour and then turns around and swims back to the bridge in 60 minutes. Bond and the log arrive at the bridge at the same time. If Bond has been swimming with constant speed, how fast does the water in the canal flow? Try. So you need to observe this, you need to notice this. James Bond is standing on top of a bridge. There is a canal flowing under it. And swims 2 kilometers upstream. He jumps in the canal, and then from there, he has already completed 2 kilometers. This is James Bond. At this point, he sees a floating log. Floating log means piece of wood. Piece of wood he sees floating around this canal. Now he continues to swim for another hour in his normal direction, and then he turns around. He turns around, and now he swims. Now he swims. Now he swims for 1 hour. Forward journey 1 hour. Backward journey also 1 hour. Now this log and James Bond reach the bridge at the same time. Let us change this. It's the same finishing point. It's the same starting, same finishing point. So I need you to observe here, by simple logic, when this person went 1 hour and when this person came back 1 hour, the log has traveled 2 hours. In 2 hours, the log has reached here. So 2 kilometers traveled in 2 hours, 1 kilometer per hour is speed of the log. And that is the speed of water, because log का अपना तो कोई speed नहीं होगा ना. Log is traveling at the speed of canal water. This entire question comes down to one observation. How much time was the log floating for? When James Bond crosses the log while going to the right side, and when James Bond turns back, they reach the same point together. वो ब्रिज के केस में थोड़ा अलग दिख रहा था कि points are different, so they reach the same point together. So the log has traveled for 2 hours and the log has completed 2 kilometers. The speed must be 2 by 2, 1 kmph. That is the speed of the canal water. Confirmation on this? Clear? Good. Good. Moving on. Travis? A and B start from two locations, P and Q respectively. At the same time, they meet every day at X on the way. Uniform speeds of A and B are 40 kmph, 30 kmph respectively. One day B starts T minutes late and meets A 10 kilometers from X at a point Y, which is between P and Q, which is between X and Q, which is between X and Q. Find the time T. ये थोड़ा अच्छा क्वेश्चन है, थोड़ा सा एडवांस है. You have to have knowledge about two people meeting somewhere in the middle. वो कैसे हैंडल करते हैं? Give it a try. Take 2 minutes. You do not know the distance between 2 points P and Q. You do not know the value of time by which T is delayed. This goes in this manner. There's a line PQ. A starts from here, 40 kmph. B starts from here, 30 kmph. They meet at some point X. देखो इसका speed ज़्यादा है. Let us imagine X is here. Normally speaking, this is B. On one particular day, B was delayed. B थोड़ा घर से late निकला. This is P, this is Q. A का speed 40 kmph, B का speed 30 kmph. Now, because B is late, they do not meet at X, they meet at Y. And where is Y? 10 kilometers after X, point Y, which is between X and Q. X और Q के बीच में 10 kilometers. यहाँ पे they meet. So the question is, how much late did the person B start the journey? कितने मिनट लेट इन्होंने जर्नी स्टार्ट किया होगा? So one very simple observation: daily, every day, daily, A starts his vehicle, B starts his vehicle together at the same time, every day, every day, every day. They meet at X. अभी B late है, let us imagine. Let me check. Give me a second. Yes. Network speed is unstable. Give me a second. Let me correct this. Yeah, it will start to stabilize now. Yeah, it should be back now. Now observe, listen to this. Listen to this. अभी X को नहीं पता, इसको A को नहीं पता. A does not know B is late. A does not know that. So A will come here. A will come here and A will call B. अरे भाई किधर है? Where are you? How far are you? So let us say B is somewhere here. B is somewhere here. B is somewhere here. Now please understand, when they meet 10 kilometers from X, who is traveling these 10 kilometers? A is traveling these 10 kilometers. A is traveling these 10 kilometers. So B must also be traveling something. Now see, I do not know B kitna late. I do not know. You do not know by how much time is B late. Is B late by 5 minutes, 4 minutes? We do not know. But A will reach here. A will reach on his own time, the usual time, and A will call B. किधर है भाई? Why are you late? किधर है? So B will say, मैं आ रहा हूँ. So A travels 10 kilometers. How much will B travel? What is the speed ratio? Speed ratio of A and B is 4/3. ध्यान से सुनना. If I want A to travel 10 kilometers, I want A to travel 10 kilometers. तो B कितना चलेगा? How much will B travel? B will travel 7.5 kilometers. अब थोड़ा ध्यान से सुनना. When A arrived here, B कितना दूर था? B was 17.5 kilometers away. Can I say 17.5 kilometers away means these 17.5 kilometers are the delay because of T. So distance is equal to speed into time. अब ये जो आप लिख रहे हो 17.5/30, that is hours. हमें T किसमें चाहिए? Minutes में. I'll multiply this by 60 and my answer is ready. 35 minutes late B starts. You imagine in this manner, you visualize in this manner कि A आ चुका है. A is already standing at the point X and he is waiting for B. Because A is not changing his speed, A is not getting delayed. So A arrives on time. A is standing at X. And now he calls B, किधर है? How far are you? So B does not respond. B says, I'm reaching there. So A travels 10 kilometers. To match that, B will have to travel 7.5 kilometers. So when I compared with A, when A is at X, B kitna dur hai? 17.5 kilometers. He is 17.5 kilometers away because he started late. How much late? T minutes. T minutes. Good. Confirmation on this? Confirmation on this question? Clear? Hai? Good. Good. Try this. Azad Hind Express leaves Raipur and heads towards Pune, traveling at 120 kilometers per hour. At some point of time, Havana Mail leaves Pune and heads towards Raipur, traveling at 80 kilometers per hour. Both trains cross each other at Wardha Junction exactly at 4:20 p.m. daily. For some reason, Azad Hind Express leaves Raipur 1 hour late and Havana Mail leaves Pune 40 minutes late. How far from Wardha Junction and at what time will they cross each other? So see, one concept was introduced in 17th question. I have extended that by adding two more layers to it. So take 2-3 minutes, give it a try, give it a shot. So you start focusing on locations and names. Azad Hind Express leaves Raipur heading towards Pune. Speed 120 kilometers per hour. At some point of time, it could be any time, 1 hour ahead, 1 after behind. We do not know when does Havada mail start. It starts from Pune and goes to Raipur. So they are starting from opposite ends of a line. Traveling at 80 kilometers per hour. Traveling speed 80. Both trains cross each other at Wardha Junction at 4:20 p.m. daily. How can that happen daily? It is the headache of our railway minister. Let us not worry about that. 4:20, they cross each other at Wardha Junction daily. For some reason, this train starts 1 hour late and other train starts 40 minutes late. The question is, how far from Wardha Junction will they meet and at what time will they cross each other? You do not know the distance between Raipur, Pune. You do not know distance between any other city. You do not know ये निकलते भी कितने बजे हैं. But listen to the language. If this train starts 1 hour late and this train also starts 1 hour late, they will both meet at Wardha Junction, but at 5:20. Generally speaking, they'll meet at 5:20. अगर दोनों 1 hour late होते तो. But how much is this delay? 40 minutes. ये delay ज़्यादा है. Listen to the language. ये ज़्यादा delay है. So if I work on the reference of 40, when will they meet? They should meet at 5 o'clock at Wardha Junction. So let us say आज नया दिन है. Today it is 5 o'clock right now. 5 o'clock क्योंकि 40 minutes ये भी लेट है, 40 minutes तो ये भी लेट है. और कितना डिले है? 20 का एक्स्ट्रा डिले है. Listen to my wording, listen to my language. They meet here at 5 p.m. They meet here at 5 p.m. if they are delayed by 40 minutes. तो वर्धा जंक्शन पे हावड़ा मेल के जो ड्राइवर हैं, he calls they are called loco pilots, not drivers, loco pilot. तो हावड़ा मेल के लोको पायलट कॉल्स द आजाद हिंद एक्सप्रेस के लोको पायलट, भाई किधर है, किधर है. So he says अभी 20 मिनट्स की दूरी पे हूं. अब ये 20 मिनट्स किसकी स्पीड से? ये 20 मिनट्स आजाद हिंद की स्पीड से. 20 minutes means 1/3 hour. 120 का speed. Cancel. So how far are they? They are 40 kilometers apart. This is Azad Hind Express. They are 40 kilometers apart. अभी ये क्या है? 120 की स्पीड से इधर जा रहे हैं और ये 80 की स्पीड से इधर जा रहे हैं. How much time will it take them? देखो 40 divided by 200. How did we get 200? क्योंकि आपस में स्पीड ऐड होंगे. तो दिस इज 1/5 hour. 1/5 hour means 12 minutes. So they will meet somewhere here at 5:12 p.m. अब ये कितना दूर है ये तो आप अभी वर्बली बना सकते हो. द स्पीड रेशो इज 3:2. 3:2. तो 40 को डिवाइड कर दो 3:2 में, तो ये क्या हो जाएगा? दैट इज बाय 5. तो ये हो जाएगा 16 and 24. So it is 16 kilometers from Wardha Junction. You can answer this, that they are meeting 16 kilometers from Wardha Junction. At what time? At 5:12. They are meeting at 5:12. confirmation on this? Yeah. So I'll see you in the next LRDA session in few minutes time. I'll share the rest of the questions with you as homework, and we can do that in our private Telegram group.